Almost no one is allowed inside this statue, but inside Christ the Redeemer, there are hidden stairways, narrow passages, and a reason they exist that most people never think about. In this video, we're going inside one of the most famous monuments in the world to uncover what's really hidden beneath the surface. This is Christ the Redeemer, standing above Rio de Janeiro, recognized across the world, photographed millions of times. And yet, what you see on the outside is only part of the story, because inside, it's something completely different. When construction began in the 1920s, engineers faced a serious challenge. This wasn't just about building a statue, it was about building something that could survive extreme conditions: wind, storms, and constant lightning strikes. All materials had to be transported up a mountain. Some were carried by train, others by hand. Piece by piece, the structure slowly took shape. But the real challenge wasn't just building it, it was figuring out how to maintain it. The core of the statue was made from reinforced concrete, strong, yet flexible enough to handle stress. On the outside, it was covered with soapstone, a material resistant to weather and erosion. But everything changes once you go inside. Behind the outer shell lies a structural framework, a network of supports, beams, and internal pathways. And within that structure, there are stairs. Narrow stairways run through the interior of the statue. They climb upward through the torso toward the head and even extend into the arms. But these stairways weren't built for visitors. Inside, it's tight, dark, confined. There are no open spaces, no viewing platforms, and that's why the public is not allowed inside. But safety isn't the only reason. To understand why, you have to look at what this statue faces every year. Because of its height and location, Christ the Redeemer is struck by lightning regularly, sometimes dozens of times per year. These strikes can damage the outer surface, fingers, sections of the head, even parts of the structure. And this is where the interior becomes essential. Those hidden stairways allow workers to move inside the statue, to reach damaged areas, and repair them from within. Without this internal access, maintenance would be nearly impossible, especially in areas that can't be reached from the outside, which means inside this iconic monument, there are spaces almost no one ever sees. What appears simple is actually a complex engineering system hidden behind stone. Even today, the statue requires constant monitoring and repair, and every time something goes wrong, the solution lies inside. Yet most people will never experience that side of it because it was never meant to be seen. From the outside, it's a symbol of faith, but inside, it's a living structure, and maybe that's what makes it truly remarkable. Not just what it represents, but what it hides